Hey everybody, Rudham here for another episode of the Desert Survival Series. So let's get going right away. Some tips. Caesar mentioned that Mudge has the stuck indoors. Oh no, he has gone outdoors a bit. The thing is, another psychic emanator. You know what? Why not? You know, if I can afford to, and all. Let's see. So a Mudge zone, so that he can get outside every now and then. Let's allow him to move to this courtyard area, and he can mudge his way over there. Then we are also. I want to add crematorium. So, I guess I'm going to make it out of marble. Be real fancy with it, right? Make the crematorium here. One thing I did mention that I wanted to do was to have nice armchairs out of all that cow leather. So we'll start on that. And then another Paolo mentioned that... Oh, no, it wasn't true. Never mind. He mentioned that my reserve batteries were on, but they are not. So these plain leather armchairs... Oh, Mr. Roman. Go work on something else. Are for the crafting tables... eventually, when Omni is not busy with them. Moving the marriage spot and party spot. Jenny, you can move those stools, right? Okay, Mudge, you don't get to construct that. In fact, Mudge... Now that everyone's home, you don't get to construct. I know. So rude of me. All you love Mudge, but I don't want Mudge screwing anything up, you know? Because he would. He would, you know. So here's another armchair. Here's another chair for poker. Okay, so we can't get all of them, so I'm going to cancel the last one, because we're out of material. This is just a normal one. So I did have one request of maybe I should plan out a hospital. I was thinking of putting the hospital here. Because if people get hurt, it's likely down near the kill box. So we'll have the hospital closest to where they're going to need to be. Oh, look, even ditching the duster. How much uranium do we have now? 71? Yeah, let's do another mace. Excited about mace. Hopefully we can get some more masterworks. Alright, so bills. We are going to cremate all corpses and then burn apparel of everyone that is tainted. Doesn't matter what it is, we can't use tainted. So... what I'm going to start to do is removing all the stupid corpses that are around the base that have been plaguing us. Yes, it will hurt our mood a bit, but I accept that risk. so we made a mace. Where is it? It's a good mace. No, that's a steel mace. Where'd you... Oh, it's an excellent mace. Nice. Oh, you already have a normal mace. Let's give you the excellent mace, and then someone else will take the better one. Oh, lovely little solar flare. Okay, I'm worried that the crops I have are not going to survive, so I'm going to force harvest everything I can. And everyone's going to go to sleep anyway. Cool. Well, alright, I'll have some crop loss. Not a big deal. Maybe I won't. Maybe the solar flare is short. I guess we'll see. One thing I can do is put a little stockpile of human bodies here. And give it important of corpses, human likes. That was a very short solar flare, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel the early harvest. Cassandra Classic Merciless had a little bit of mercy on me with that. A lot of dead bodies. I suppose what I could do is just expand this. Oop, slug turrets, nice. I'm very excited about the slug turrets. They are going to be stellar in keeping me alive. Tube television would be a pretty good thing to add to our common room. I'm going to call it, because it's not really a dining room. It's not really a rec room anymore. It's a common room. Alright, let's go ahead and cremate. They are all hauling the bodies. Yes, I was ready for the mood hit. Everyone's almost all in the blue anyway, so it's not a big deal. And this is how we're going to deal with the bodies in the future, is just to burn them up. I do occasionally get asked about the cactus. So, obviously they're really not growing, like, almost at all. Which is somewhat to be expected given the temperature and all that of the base, but, you know, I tried. So one thing I could do is to add, let's see, a sun lamp here. I had a little bit of a thought. Then additionally, some geothermal. Let's say sandstone is probably our most plentiful stone. Ooh, bummer. I guess I can cut it a little closer on the backside. For these, I'll do, I don't know, sandstone auto doors. So those are little pet projects. Then, obviously, we did just get these slug turrets, so I can lay those out. As you can see, they can be really far back. Now, potentially, I can have a lot of enemies coming in on me. So, although I'm not planning on building all these turrets immediately, I just kind of want to know where I can lay them out for the future. So, yes, anyone coming through that door gets annihilated. And the reason for that is I have a kind of a wealthy, large community, and when we power up the ship, it's gonna get pretty terrible pretty quickly. I know this. That is exactly what will happen. I'm kind of excited about it, but at the same time, I, have to be properly prepared. Alright, so we also had an Emanator quest from those tribals. Infinite Chem Reactor, which we also wanted to get. What I do have and haven't used yet is the Archo arm. So let's go ahead and install that. That cost a pretty penny. We might as well use it. And I'm giving it to Omni because he is our chief crafter. Not because he has some sort of injury. But Santiago here, as you can see, she is working. If she had more plasteel, it'd be better, but she's also working on building up our stockpile of components, which will allow for some bionics. So if I have a kill box of slug turrets, I'm also going to want some autocannons in front of it. But that also means that I ought to get rid of... what I'll probably do is have the autocannon turrets kick in when they get closer. And try to bottleneck them. But so maybe actually the soft sand's not that bad. I'll let them get through the door. And I'm going to forbid that for now. It's just kind of more of a high-level concept. But maybe that's exactly how that will get laid out. Haven't given it enough thought yet. Okay, good. We are roofing off this soon-to-be farm. And put some roofs here. And she walled herself in, didn't she? We can just deconstruct our way out, though. It's kind of funny that she walled herself in. And I don't like the look of the collapsed rocks, so I'm going to mine that out. And this here, as you might have guessed, could be used for double strand. It would take a very, 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 very long time to grow double strand here, but that's not for lack of attempts and trying. Just currently looking at our steel. I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct this room and then rip up the floor for steel. We did just research tube televisions. Let's push ahead to vitals monitor, as one of the things I wanted to do was to have a proper hospital. I'm not going to do that until I have a vitals monitor. All right, I'm going to leave this door open. And we're going to have to obviously air condition it, and I have thoughts about that. Alright, do we have another mace anywhere? Do we make this mace? No, we have not. Omni is too busy building. That's probably a good thing. Alright, so if we create a grow zone, there's our hideously ugly grow zone. What I'm going to do is just have a chimney right in the middle. Why not, right? Alright, that's to support the roof. Now, this will cool down a lot faster if it is smaller. And that works for me. I'm curious if the light will reach back here. You know, I'm going to move the chimneys. Just so it's a nice contiguous zone. This doesn't need to be a door that opens ever. For now, I'm going to grow corn, I guess. But obviously that crop will change. And I'm going to need to move this switch. Yes, I'm going to definitely need to move the switch. So, Mr. Switch, you're going to be here. Oops, one more. Mudge needs treatment for his asthma. Makes sense. Alright, we will AC it up like this. A strange little project, for sure. I'm going to leave this door open too. I don't think it's going to let too much of the hot air in. And because it's a stone door, it's really slowing us down. Ooh, an infestation not where the deep drill is. That's, I guess, the good news. Earth, Philly, you guys have guns. Let's have you... you know what? I need a unified response to this. This is not a small group of bugs. Alright, so we piss them off. They come running. Santiago, you don't even have a weapon. That is a deep failing of my own. Now let's keep pissing them off and dragging them towards our turrets. They're obviously gonna bash a lot of things on the way, but that's what they do. And there's a lot of them. Alright, so I'm gonna have to very tactically think about this terrible infestation. I want to drag them as close to the guns as I can, trying to use these guns for my own protection. If I was playing smart, I probably would have tried to cook the bugs out, but obviously that ship has sailed. Santiago. Oh, they're kind of headed back. I might be able to use this to my advantage. They have done some damage, but if they return back to their cave, I can roast them alive. And maybe that's what I'll do, because this is a very large infestation. One not to be trifled with. Not with our current arms and armor. Yeah, I thought it was only this grouping, but obviously there's more. This infestation is very, very large. Alright, so I'm going to have everyone go back to business as usual briefly. Sort out their moods and all that. You are going to head this way. And then, let's see, what can I do here? I will... queue up some chem fuel. Fight smart, not hard. You know how it is. Alright, and we should be chem fueling out of vegetarian. Yeah, good. Where are you going? Let's temporarily forget about all of that. Okay, so we have chem fuel. Now we need something flammable. I have wood, but that's really not a good use for it. Clothing, I guess? Stockpile. Your old... First off, let's uninstall those batteries. Now, stockpile, clothing... Call it bad clothes, and anything under 89% and good or less will be put here as fuel. Maybe I will... At the end of that uranium, I'll uninstall that. I don't want to tempt fate. Okay, this was supposed to be just bad clothes. I obviously didn't do that correctly. There we go. Just apparel. Appreciate your enthusiasm, but your understanding of what I meant. Where are you going? Didn't I forbid everything over here? Oh. Get out of there. Alright, they're carrying the batteries away. Alright, here we go. Getting some of the clothing down as a fire source. Maybe not flak vests. Let's fix that. None of the flak stuff. That is a lot of clothing. All right, security. We will... I could set up... Let's see. I need to research IEDs. So I'm going to pivot real quick. Oh, wow, you already powered that up. Is that already... Oh, we have some iguanas too, cool. Yeah, that's already everything. Let's forbid that for right now. That's kind of low on the totem pole of things we want to do or try. All right, there's still some more fuel clothing, so let's go ahead and expand this stockpile a bit. And then what I'm going to attempt to do is to limit the amount of area that I have to burn up. So what I'll do here is make the zone a little bit smaller, just to cook them even better. Alright, Omni and Roman. And I think I'm not close enough to piss them off. Really? You grab one block or 3 blocks. Man, Roman, you losing it. I know they're working during their nap hour, but it's a scary infestation of 14 mega spiders. Actually, some of them are just... Oh, that's one I LMG'd. I'm curious... I'm gonna very briefly actually knock down a wall and see if the heat... we're heading into the winter, so that's probably not gonna work. What is their comfortable temperature? Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's not hot enough out to knock them out. Alright, go take your nap. Omni's only bringing up 5. Better be 9. There we go. Okay. Now for more of a mix. Why are you in the base? Heavens knows. What else can I work on in preparation? Blow up things. Things. Maybe I'll call them explosives. Here I'm going to stockpile manufactured shells and chem fuel. Get rid of the shield belt, the implant. And then start working on the chem fuel while we get the ID traps. And then I want to double up any and every wall I have just to make sure they don't get out. Because I don't have the manpower to deal with this. Yeah. And I think they're going to want to get out this way most of all. So I'll make sure that that doesn't happen. Ooh, a heat wave is going to be really useful here. It's going to drive up the internal temperatures of the cave, making it easier to set them all on fire. Let's not ruin our double strand jacket. We might not all survive, but the least I could do is keep the double strand intact, right? Alright, then let's also make incendiary shells. I'll do 20 of them for 10 traps. Oh god, this is gonna be insane. Alright, dumping out some more old clothing to use as fire fodder. We just got our IEDs. I guess what I'll do is start researching things that might be helpful later on. Back to the vitals monitor. Whoa, almost got hit by lightning. We are running low on sandstone blocks. Which is... Oh, and then also I should probably not fuel any of this. So if we're running low on sandstone blocks, we might have to mine up some sandstone. Alright, what is Roman working on? Cooking? Something set on fire. Yes, it very much did. I guess I can also... I hope they never get out of this giant fire trap I'm setting, but if they do, I'm going to need to get some traps or get some turrets going. Alright, Roman. Oh, perfect. I was... Oh, don't run that way. Jesus. I should set up like a do not allow zone. It's also possible they come out this way too. And I can remove these once, you know, the threat's gone. But I'm setting up as many walls as I can so that we can repair if, in fact, they decide to dig out that way. Let's just repair these walls too. Alright, we're gonna need some sandstone blocks. Lucky for me, I know how to craft them. Oh my god. The amount of infestations is insane. For some reason or other, it also threw a bunch of debug problems, which bugged out the recording, but that's okay. We're still working on it now. I think this episode is going to go well over my allotted time. In fact, I'm pretty sure, positive it will, but what is your issue? Oh, you're hungry. Let's do lavish. Alright, I think we can just ignore that there. Let's just forbid that. There we go. A few more blocks. And what I think I'm going to do is one more door, because doors are the weak points. Okay. That's probably enough. Oh, and then I need to work on those blocks too. Because they might dig out that way. So we'll just go ahead and put walls on that. Alright, moving the turrets. Even this turret. Even you, little turret. Could be useful. Alright, we are most of the way through the shells. Oh, but it just occurred to me, I don't have any steel left. So, let's go get some steel. Breaking down the old traps. I'm going to suspend the components so we don't use up our steel that way. Where are you guys going? You're making shells by hauling this steel all the way down here. Huh? I forgot about this steel, but you didn't, so good for you. Alright, we're dumping even more fuel on the fire there. And this is the last of the walls we need to do. Guess it would help to repair the turbine that is left standing. I was lucky that they decided to return back to their cave. Well, that's not very productive. Okay, how many shells do we have? We have... I'm going to need more incendiary fuel. Santi can craft it. Wow. So you know that stockpile of rice we had? Yeah, there's no stockpile of rice anymore. Alright, so that's enough for the last of the shells I need. And I do not plan on going easy on these buggers. Alright, so those are all our traps. Now let's lay them down. We have 10 of them. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you're making steel. That's good. We'll need that. Alright, who's making... Someone's laying out the traps. Jenny is. Got the vitals monitor. That seems like such an unnecessary thing now. Oh, fire foam would not be a bad idea. Flak, armor either. Devil strand. We wanted double strand for the farm. That even seems like a long shot now. We'll survive. Okay, so all the shells are in place. We just need to construct them. So Omni, when you wake up... Well, it sounds like we're constructing some. Good on you, Roman. And I'll let you sleep. Alright, Omni. Up and at them. Alright, Bug Hive is starting to reproduce. It's only going to get more difficult the longer I wait. Okay. Let's get this started. Everyone but Mudge. Get up here. I'm going to have Omni. Alright, so the way I'm going to do it is Earth is going to go in. I'm going to keep all doors open. Now when we walk through these doors again, we'll close them. I'm going to have my repairers standing near the walls. I think I've already pissed them off. Oh, I thought I said leave these open. Okay, luckily the bugs disengaged, even though time slowed down. Alright, quit making a giant hive. Let's go piss them off and run like our lives depend on it, because they do. Alright, let me hold open. Okay, these will all close behind him. And the inside should start heating up quite nicely. There's plenty of more IEDs to go around there. Now it is, if I can even hear myself, it is rockin' hot in there. Yeah, that's right, bugs. They might be able to break through this wall, but they have a lot more walls to get through if they're ever to get outside. Looks like one of them had the idea to go through here. We'll see. We are swarming through there. Just in case they get through over here, I'm going to send some people that can... Who can repair? Alright, you can repair. You can repair. I'll send these two over. Santiago gets back. Some of them are getting knocked out. Not all of them. It's still superheated. And they're not really making any progress on getting through these walls. Heat stroke is going up. Oh, you stupid bugs. Oh, they're breaking through the other way. You are digging this way? Shit. I did not account for that. I don't think they're coming through this front wall very easily. Roman, could you go build those walls? And I will also do it in... we don't have any... Okay, hold on. It's gonna be ugly, but we're gonna do it in slate because we're running out of sandstone. Make sure they can't get out. So work on that, and then I need another constructor. Who's is not busy. Jenny, we work on this one. They're starting to pass out due to their heat stroke, but that's only if I can keep them from breaking through. The heat stroke is getting pretty serious, but the problem is this area is cooler, so these bugs are far less likely to get stroked out. What about the construction projects? Oh, we are going for this stockpile? Jesus, what a roundabout backwards way. Okay, I think the main area here is pretty well taken care of. Oh, they broke the door. Good, good, good. So now everything is equally hot everywhere, which means they're screwing themselves over. I don't think that is an issue anymore. Yep, that's not an issue anymore. Jenny, get back to the walls. Fast forwarding time a little bit. Alright, there's very little fire left here, but it is enough to keep it hot. It is reproducing itself. At some point I have to go in there. So what I'm going to do is have everyone get some R&R, and then we'll have to bust some bugs. Where are you going? Why would you beat the fire out? It's not a home zone. Alright, so we're not done per se, but it is cooling down and the hives are going to start reproducing. So I think it's time to rally and fight. Alright, so Philly and Earth, I'm going to want you in here with your LMGs. Now we won't be able to stay in here very long because it is so hot. Alright, everyone else get in here. Nice swing. The ones with shield belts will be out in front. They don't get friendly fired so easily. I can hear them replicating. Jenny. The ones without shield belts I'm going to send back, just for their own safety. God, there's so many. Okay, most of them are dead. Christ, this is why you are should be very careful about infestations. They are scary. How are we doing health-wise? It's just initial. We're managing. Okay, well, I don't want to get too personal, but I've needed to urinate for like a long time now. But I wanted to finish off this epic, crazy episode for all of you. So obviously this episode is going to be way late, unfortunately. There's no way around that because, yes, well, because of the way it was. But regardless, wow, just wow. That was so much fun having to deal with that. So thank you all for watching. Clearly, I need to do a better job of preparing myself for worst case scenarios. And yeah, if you have feedback for me, drop me a line, and I hope you tune in next time. Adios, everybody.